My beloved, you want your body to be healed. You want yourself to feel healthy again, younger again, and energetic again. But your body is not supporting you. You're just getting weaker day by day and week after week. But my child, tonight before you sleep, you should say 3 words that I will reveal to you now. And this could bring positive healing miracles for you. The words are, I trust you. Yes, my beloved. Say them with the fullness of your heart, not just with your lips, but from the depths of your soul. I trust you. Say it not to the winds, not to your own mind, not to your circumstances, but to me, your Father, your Creator, your Healer. Say it as a surrender, as a confession, as a sacred offering. Say it as you would say your final breath and also your first cry. I trust you. You see, my precious one, healing does not begin in the body. Healing begins in the spirit, in the very inner sanctuary where your trust in me lies, or has died. For many who ask for healing are still holding tightly to fear, to bitterness, to doubt, to the need for control. They want a miracle, but they do not want to let go. They want restoration, but they do not want transformation. They ask for light, but still choose to live in the shadows of anxiety and unbelief. But you, my child, you are hearing me now. That means your heart is already being awakened. I do not speak where I am not welcome. I speak now because your soul is stirred. You have made room for me in your longing, and I have heard the whisper you did not even say aloud. God, please help me. I cannot do this alone. I have heard that cry, and I have come to answer. I know the ache in your joints. I see the fog in your mind. I know the weariness that sleeps in your bones and the frustration in your breath. I see the aging that has frightened you, the sickness that has confused you, the brokenness that has caused you to question my love. I know how you've looked at others walking stronger, laughing louder, living freely, and you've wondered if I forgot about you. No, my child, I have not forgotten. I have counted every strand of your hair. I have bottled every tear you have cried. I have measured every silent prayer you've released into the night. But listen closely now. This is not just about your health. This is about your heart. You asked for youth, but I want to give you renewal. You asked for energy, but I want to give you life. You asked to feel better, but I want to make you whole. This is not a bandage I am offering. This is a resurrection. When you say, I trust you to me, something holy happens. The chains that sickness holds begin to rust, and the strongholds of despair begin to fall. The heaviness that wraps your body starts to loosen its grip, not because your flesh suddenly changes, but because your soul has stepped into the healing river of my presence. I do not offer temporary relief. I offer rivers of living water. I do not offer empty affirmations. I offer resurrection power. And yes, my child, there will be signs. There will be shifts. Some may happen in your sleep. Some may happen slowly, like dawn stretching across the sky. Others may be sudden, like lightning across the sea. But do not measure your healing by what you feel in the moment. Trust me beyond your senses. Trust me beyond your timeline. Trust me even when the healing feels invisible. For what I do in you is more profound than what you can see. I do not just mend, I recreate. I do not just restore, I glorify. Do not be surprised if the healing I give you includes your memories, your emotions, your thoughts, and your outlook. For many illnesses do not begin in the flesh. They begin in wounds the eye cannot see. And I, your loving Father, do not only treat symptoms. I bring truth to the hidden places. Yes, I will speak into the forgotten rooms of your soul, and I will shine my light there. I will bring warmth to the cold places, peace to the anxious ones, and laughter back to the ones that have known only silence. As you continue to say, I trust you with sincerity each night, and even each morning, you will begin to feel the shift. You may not always be able to explain it to others, but you will know it in the way you breathe deeper. You will know it in the way fear begins to lose its voice. You will know it in the quiet strength that rises even when your body feels tired. You will know it in the joy that surprises you like an unexpected wind. Do not compare your healing journey to others. I know how long you have struggled. I know the tears you've hidden from even those closest to you. And I say to you now, you are not forgotten. You are not disqualified. You are not too old, too broken, too far gone. You are not too late for my miracle. Time itself bows to my will. What was delayed will be fulfilled. What was lost can be returned. What is decayed can be made new in me. But you must continue in trust. For trust is the doorway, the bridge, the key. Trust is the surrender that opens the heavens. And trust does not mean you understand everything. It means you place your heart in my hands even when everything is unclear. That is faith. That is worship. That is power. My beloved child, even as I speak these words, my spirit is moving through your body now. I am stirring the places that were dormant. I am waking the systems that were shutting down. I am touching the cells that felt forgotten. I am commanding your immune system to remember who made it. I am aligning your nerves, your hormones, your blood vessels, your organs, all with my original design. I created you with wisdom beyond human knowledge, and I can restore you beyond human expectation. Let go of the fear that healing means striving. Healing in my presence is rest. Lay your burdens down. Let go of the need to prove you are worthy. You already are, not by your own doing, but by my love. Do not try to fix yourself before coming to me. Come just as you are, weak, tired, even doubtful. Come limping if you must, but come, because it is not your strength that begins the miracle. It is your surrender. My beloved child, come close and listen deeply now, for I am pouring out my heart to you. What I am about to reveal is not for the mind alone, but for the spirit. It is for the one who longs to understand why healing, true healing, eternal healing, does not come through focusing on the problem, but by believing in me. This is not a mere lesson. This is a divine unveiling, a sacred truth that unlocks the rivers of life. You wonder why healing feels so distant at times, so delayed, so unreachable. You wonder why, when you cry out in pain, in sickness, in weakness, relief does not come the way you hoped or as quickly as you expected. You look at the affliction and ask, why is it still here? God, why hasn't it changed yet? And then you look at yourself and say, maybe I'm not worthy. Maybe I don't have enough faith. Maybe I failed you. But I say to you, no, my child. Healing is not about how worthy you feel. Healing is not about what you fear. Healing is not found in staring at your condition. It is found in looking at me. You see, belief is not passive. It is not simply wishing for a better outcome. It is not closing your eyes and hoping the pain goes away. Belief in me is an act of trust, of surrender, of divine alignment. When you believe in me, you invite my nature, my presence, my power into your situation. You make space for me to move, and I always move where I am trusted. I always inhabit the space of faith. When you believe in me, you are not denying the existence of pain. You are declaring that pain is not your master. You are saying that sickness does not have the final word. You are proclaiming that I am greater than what you feel, greater than what the test says, greater than what the doctor reports, greater than what your past or your family history may suggest. You are declaring that I have the power to override what the natural world has deemed permanent. Why does healing come through belief in me and not through studying the problem? Because I am not limited to earthly knowledge. I am not bound by what science has discovered. I am not restricted to what can be seen with the human eye. I dwell in eternity, outside of time, outside of logic, outside of formulas. I am spirit, and those who receive from me must do so in spirit and in truth. Faith is the currency of the kingdom. It is the bridge between your need and my provision. It is the door through which my power enters your life. Without faith, it is impossible to please me, not because I am angry when you doubt, but because doubt closes the door I long to enter. Faith is not about performance. It's about connection. It's about communion with me. And when you are connected to me, the source of all life, healing flows. Consider this. A branch cannot bear fruit by itself. It must remain connected to the vine. It cannot produce life by staring at its broken leaves. It produces life by remaining in me. You are that branch, and I am the vine. When you abide in me, not just visit me, but dwell in me, your healing becomes inevitable. It may not look the way you imagined. It may not follow the path you expected, but healing in my presence is certain. For where I am, there is life. Belief in me also breaks the power of fear. And fear, my child, is one of the greatest enemies of healing. Fear cripples your body before sickness does. Fear speaks death before any symptom appears. Fear keeps you bound to worst-case scenarios. But when you believe in me, love casts out fear. And where love dwells, healing breathes freely. Do not be deceived. The enemy wants your focus. He wants you obsessed with your symptoms. He wants you rehearsing your diagnosis. He wants you trapped in cycles of hopelessness. Because as long as your attention is on the problem, it is not on me. And as long as it is not on me, you cannot receive all that I have already made available to you. Yes, healing is already available. You are not begging for something I am reluctant to give. You are not twisting my arm with your prayers. I already gave everything through my Son. By his stripes you were healed. That is past tense because the price was already paid. The work was already finished. The fountain of healing has already been opened. But you must come and drink. Not stare at the fountain from afar. Not analyze its shape. Not wonder if it's real. Come and drink. Believe, and you shall receive. Healing flows where faith is alive, but faith is not measured in feelings. You may not feel strong. You may not feel full of hope. But faith is not the absence of weakness. It is choosing to trust me even in your weakness. It is saying, God, I don't understand, but I believe you. It is saying, I feel pain, but I trust your promise. That is the kind of faith that moves mountains. And let me tell you something deeper still. When you believe in me, you allow me to transform you from the inside out. Many want external healing without internal change. But I love you too much to give you only the surface. I desire wholeness for you, not just the absence of symptoms, but the presence of peace. Not just a healthy body, but a heart that beats in rhythm with mine. True healing begins in the soul. And when the soul is healed, the body begins to respond. That is why I say, stop magnifying the problem. Stop defining yourself by the pain. Stop giving sickness a name greater than mine. My name is above every name. Above cancer, above depression, above chronic illness, above fatigue, above every diagnosis. My name carries the authority to rewrite the story of your body, your mind, your destiny. And when you believe in me, that authority becomes yours. You begin to speak not from fear, but from faith. You begin to declare my word, not just wish for change. My word is living and active. It is sharper than any scalpel, more accurate than any test, more powerful than any treatment. My word is health to your flesh and strength to your bones. Speak it, declare it, believe it, and watch what happens when my truth is released into your atmosphere. But my child, do not think for a moment that I only heal in one way. Sometimes I heal instantly. Sometimes I heal gradually. Sometimes I work through doctors and medicine. Other times I bypass all human intervention. But in every case, I am the source. I am the one who orchestrates, who designs, who moves through even what seems natural to deliver something supernatural. Do not limit me. Do not box me in. Just believe. And when the waiting feels long, when the pain seems stubborn, do not conclude that I have abandoned you. I never leave you. Even in your most fragile moments, I am working. Sometimes I am healing things you don't yet see. Sometimes I am delivering you from beliefs that would have hurt you more than the sickness. Sometimes I am drawing you into deeper intimacy with me, because in that place you will discover not only healing but identity, calling, purpose, and joy that sickness could never take. So trust me even when you don't feel the change right away. Keep your eyes on me, not on the timeline. Keep your faith alive, not because of what you feel, but because of who I am. I am faithful. I am good. I am your healer. And understand this, believing in me doesn't mean pretending the problem doesn't exist. It means declaring that the problem does not define you. It means refusing to bow to fate. It means standing, even shaking, and saying, I know my Redeemer lives. That kind of faith shakes the gates of hell. That kind of faith welcomes heaven's power. Belief in me opens doors not only to physical healing, but to emotional restoration, mental clarity, spiritual revival. Many of the wounds you carry were not caused by disease, but by disappointment, betrayal, trauma. And I heal those, too. I heal the memories. I heal the nights of silent crying. I heal the scars no one else can see. And I do it as you believe. As you lift your eyes to me, the healer of all things, I reach into every corner of your being. Do not listen to the voice that says, it's always going to be this way. That is not my voice. I'm the one who makes all things new. I am the one who turns mourning into dancing. I am the one who speaks to dry bones and brings them back to life. I am the one who called Lazarus from the grave, and I am calling you too, from despair into hope, from weakness into strength, from fear into faith. I have given you my spirit, and where my spirit is, there is liberty. That liberty includes healing, freedom from the chains of infirmity, freedom from the grip of the past, freedom from the mindset that says this is as good as it gets. No, my child, with me, the impossible becomes reality. With me, there's always more. So tonight, as you prepare to sleep again, say it, I trust you. And say it again in the morning. Let it be the anthem that carries you through. Say it when the symptoms flay. Say it when the doctor is unsure. Say it when the mirror tells you otherwise. Say it until your heart beats with my confidence. Say it until your body begins to believe what your spirit already knows, that I am the Lord who heals you. And as you believe, celebrate every step. Celebrate the small improvements. Celebrate the deeper peace. Celebrate the clarity in your mind, the steadiness in your breath, the sleep that returns. Celebrate the miracle even before it manifests fully, because your praise is the proof of your faith. And your faith is the soil where my miracles grow. That I am healing you even now, even here, not because you've earned it, but because I love you, because you are mine, and because you have chosen to believe not in the pain, not in the diagnosis, not in the limitations, but in me. And this is my promise. You will see my goodness in the land of the living. You will rise. You will testify. You will laugh again. You will walk in strength. You will be a sign to others. You will carry healing not just for yourself, but for those around you. Your life will become a well of hope. Your story will become a light for the weary. And it all begins not with striving, but with believing.
Genesis
Believe in me, and healing will come, not because of magic, but because of me. Because I am the resurrection and the life. Because I never change. Because I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. And I have chosen you. Now rest, my beloved. Healing is not far. It is here. I am here, and I will never leave you. Amen.